Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. That feels so awkward because I've been gone for so long, but I'm about to catch you up on all of that in just a second. We have so much cleaning up, decluttering, and organizing to do today, but first I need to give you this life update. So the reason I have been gone since the middle of December is because this is what my house looks like. The last day of our kids' schooling before they went for winter break, we had a massive plumbing issue and our kitchen flooded. We also had a leak behind the shower wall in our master bathroom, and it's requiring extensive mitigation and renovation. So I'm showing you what we were working with when I filmed this. Since this has happened, all of these fans and everything are gone, but we're still down to subfloor. We're still cut off from half of our house. So because of the flooding in the kitchen, they had to pull up the floor. Obviously, there was damage, and they needed to dry everything out, treat it for mold or possible mold. And so for 4 days, we basically lived in a wind tunnel. It was crazy, overwhelming. But since then, we've been unable to use our kitchen and get to the playroom. Now that the fans are out, you would think that it would be so easy to just go about life as normal, but the subfloor is actually so dangerous. There's random nails, staples, all kinds of things. It's really easy to get huge splinters, serious issues could happen. So we've just kind of been keeping the kids out of there. I had to set up this snack station in our entryway so that they wouldn't be tempted to go into the kitchen, into the pantry, things like that. Food is accessible to them whenever they need it. And of course, I'm still making meals at mealtime and things like that, but just trying to keep the kids out of that area as much as possible because of how dangerous it is for them. So anyway, that's just been a headache. You're going to see the house is a wreck because of that. And we still have half of our Christmas decor is still up because I had to hurry and get a bunch of stuff down before the Roto-Rooter team could come demo everything and start in on the mitigation process. And mitigation is the drying, the spraying for mold, the demo, all of that stuff, tearing out all of the damage before you can replace and renovate. So anyway, I didn't get to film most of packing up my Christmas decor, but you guys know I go all out. My Christmas decor is insane. I love it so much, and I find so much joy in it. So I decorate every single room in the house, and there were still some things that I needed to put up, but that just kind of took a back seat because of everything else that was going on. So anyway, I'm doing some of that. I'm cleaning up, setting up some designated areas and stations, and then also cleaning up the rest of the Christmas decor just to remove that clutter and give us some more breathing room, because we do have a small house to begin with, and then cutting off access to basically half of the square footage of our home. It's just been a challenge for 2 adults, 2 kids, 2 dogs. It's just been a lot, and this is what the houses look like. So anyway, we're going to get that all taken care of today. I hope that this motivates you so much. I would love to hear, how did your holiday season go? How did 2022 end? How did 2023 begin? Do you have any resolutions, a theme for the year? To be honest, I haven't even thought about that yet. I'm just trying to survive right now. I'm almost in survival mode, just trying to navigate through these massive issues that have happened that I have literally never had to deal with. This is all new territory for me, so trying to navigate through that, get it all taken care of, and still find a way to serve my family and my children in the meantime. That has been my primary focus. But I would love to hear about you guys. How are your holidays? What's going on in the new year? What have you been up to? Leave me a comment down below and let's just chat, because I've been really missing you. Okay, so just like I set up that snack station near our entryway, I wanted to set up a PlayStation as well. So you saw me sorting through all of the toys that we had pulled out of the playroom, all of the girls' Christmas gifts this year. I wanted to make sure they were still accessible to them, new toys, old toys, favorite toys, everything that we possibly could. There's so much that they don't have access to right now, but I didn't want to cut them off from absolutely everything. So I'm just setting up a little station here so that it's at least somewhat organized. It's kind of like an organized chaos, I guess, because it's all still out in the open and it's just stacks of things. Typically, we don't keep any toys in this room, so we don't really have toy storage available to us here. But I was just doing my best setting up these little stations. So I had all of their like Play-Dohs, slimes, things that I definitely would not want them to take into their rooms. Also board games that we've been playing as a family, their tablets, a charging center, things like that, over next to the fireplace. And don't worry, we don't like burn anything in the fireplace, or we haven't this year, so it's not dangerous. There's nothing that could harm them over there. But I set that up, and then I'm going to do like an art station on our coffee table. You'll see here in a second. I just had to put away all of our towels before I could get to it. But anyway, we color a lot as a family, especially the kids and I like to color together. It's just so soothing, but also really easy to bond with them that way, because both of the girls are very creative and very artistically inclined. So I had to make sure that they still had access to all of those things. So we have our art caddy here, and because we color so often, like almost all of their markers were on their last leg or completely dried up. We had a bunch of used up or broken colored pencils, so they did get new supplies for Christmas. I'm just going to switch all of those out, and then also new coloring books and things like that I'm going to make sure are right here. Some like bead jewelry making kits that they've been really loving. Like, I'm honestly a little bit surprised about it. They've been making bracelets and necklaces like every single day. So because they're using them so often, I wanted to have them right here in the center of this space so that it's so easy for them to get to. And then this way we kind of have, like I said, an organized chaos. Like, we have little stations of things. Everything is super accessible to us when we need it or when they want it. But then we still have like a clear floor space and a tidy area to just like sit and breathe and enjoy each other. That was the goal. It's definitely not the most aesthetic thing that you've ever seen here on my channel, but it's functional for us in our real life right now. And that was the priority. That's what really matters.
In and out of love. Never get enough. We never seem to get older. When things are going right, you seem to have the time. But when it's hard, you just grow colder. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. Fires around ourselves. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. The words repeat, cause we're scared of the silence. We should be good, but we keep lighting fires. Fires around ourselves. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you. It's deja vu. Memories come back when I'm with you. Been here 1,000 times. Set up a stage of lies. Say we're done, say it's over. Shouldn't be coming back.
It is so crazy looking back at this footage. It took me so long to get the living room back in even like livable conditions, and how messy it was when I first started. I just had to show you the before and afters because in my opinion it's super satisfying. Definitely not the most aesthetic thing you've seen here on my channel, but having these stations set up, the clean floor space, the clean sitting area, it's so relieving. It took me like 4 hours to clean the living room, and I was getting so tired by the end of it, but once I was done, it was just so satisfying. It felt like a literal, like, physical weight off of me, and it helped me in my headspace so much too. I don't know if everyone is like this, but I know I definitely am. My home is a direct reflection of what is going on in my head. So if it's cluttered, messy, out of control, looking chaotic, it's because my mind is feeling and looking that way, and I just don't even know which way is up. But if it's cleaned, tidied, organized, especially with functional organization, that's like when I'm at my prime in my mental health and when I can manage my days the best. I know most of my family is like that too, so it's totally worth it to spend all day cleaning if I have to, just to take that weight off of us. So once I was finished in the living room, I'm moving on into my oldest daughter's bedroom. Her name is Kinsley, and I needed to pack up her Christmas decor still. She had a ton of Christmas gifts that I needed to find spaces for and just find places to put things that wasn't the floor and just get it like mostly decluttered and semi-functional as far as like the Christmas stuff went. I still have so much decluttering in here to do. I need to go through all of her drawers. She just hit a major growth spurt. She also just turned 9 years old. Can you guys believe it? 9 years old. 9 years ago, I had a baby and became a mom. That just blows my mind. I'm also so sad about it because this is her last year of single digits and she'll never experience that again in her life. And I am one of those people that goes down those like black hole spirals and thinks about that kind of stuff. So it is just blowing my mind and emotions up right now. But anyway, she had a ton of stuff in her room that I needed to clean up. I'm just rambling to say that. I'm cleaning her room for her. And don't come for me. If you've been here for a while, you've heard me say this, but if you are new, I can clean her room whenever I want because I'm her mom and this is my house. But also, Kinsley's love language is, or her primary love language, is acts of service. So is she physically capable of cleaning her own room? Yes. Was this mess probably overwhelming to her? Also, yes. Was she avoiding it because it was overwhelming? That's very likely. So me coming in and doing this for her is not just nice, but it's how I can show her that she's important to me and I love her and I want to love her the way she receives love. And I also have to say, since learning my children's love languages, I have been able to bond with them and parent them so much easier than I was previously, and it's a total game changer. So if you don't know your kids' love languages, there is something to it. Definitely try and check it out. But anyway, don't come for me. I'm just loving my daughter right now.
You're full of confidence and cheap galore. You're showing off your moves and hope for attention. And I you turn my life into an imitation I don't know. I swear I'll tell the truth and you misunderstood.
I definitely have way more decluttering and organizing to do in here just to start her off fresh for the new year, but this was a great start. Also, Derek did take her Christmas tree out for me. I was over it. I didn't feel like doing that, so I was thankful to have a husband who was willing to do it for me. But anyway, now I am moving on into Sawyer's bedroom. Sawyer is my 4-year-old, and her room is always a disaster like this. She's a little toddler tornado, and it definitely shows. So she had so much that I needed to pick up off of her floors, make her bed, organize through her books, her clothes, all of that. So I'm just going to start. I started by trying to clear the floor space. You'll see like ADHD tendencies going here because I'm going to be all over the place. I'm going to clean up the floor space, go to the bed, go to Christmas decor, back to the floor space, but it doesn't really matter how you get it done. It just matters that you do get it done. Am I right? So I'm definitely going to get it done. I'm going to get her room cleaned and give her a fresh, clean space, at least for that day, that she could enjoy before she wrecks it all over again.
Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call? So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable, I can feel it in the air. Can you feel me? Can you feel me? Can you feel me?
Okay, so watching this back, I can see so many things that I just need to declutter. I wasn't focused on decluttering, like as far as getting things out of the house. I was more focused on decluttering the floors and tidying, I guess is a better way to say it, tidying up on this day. So I wasn't really like getting garbage bags or boxes or anything like that for donation. I was just trying to get all of the Christmas decor put up and then find a space for everything that wasn't the floor. So I did accomplish that, but looking back at this, there's just so much I really need to go through, especially Sawyer's bedroom and Kinsley's bedroom. I need to go through them and declutter the things that they're no longer using and just have a fresh start for the new year. I don't know. I feel like I say this every single year, or I do this every single year. It's like as soon as I start taking down Christmas decor, that feels so freeing. I love my Christmas decor, don't get me wrong, but it does start to feel like clutter, especially once the holiday is over. So by the time you get to taking it down, it's just such a freeing feeling. And it's almost like a snowball effect. You want to start taking down more things, getting rid of more things. So I'm feeling that this year for sure, and also feeling that it's a necessity. Both of the girls have gone through growth spurts. They still have clothes that don't fit them, toys they don't play with, things like that. So maybe I will do a little New Year decluttering series. I feel like that actually might be trending this year. I know my friend Whitney is doing a messy to minimal series right now, and kudos to her. Like, she deserves a round of applause. I felt like she was already pretty minimal to begin with, especially compared to how I like hoard crap all the time. But she is like doing the thing. And I watched her first video the other day, and it was so motivating and got me thinking, like, I need to copy her. I need to do the same thing. So I'll link her video down below. But if you guys would like to see me do a series like that, start decluttering through my home decor, my kid stuff, toys, clothes, all of those, like maybe by category, like KonMari style, or by room, let me know. Like this video if you want me to create some decluttering and organizational content. Leave me a comment and let me know, do you want it KonMari style or room by room? But anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope that this motivated you, that you guys enjoyed all of my rambling. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you all in the next one.